Whoa!
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
63% of people in a recent survey said this is why they are a good driver. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, what's up?
What do you got for us?
I'm thinking because they have kids.
Because they had kids, that makes them a good driver? No.
Speaking as a guy that used to think he was a good driver before he had to deal with the distractions of kids in the back seat, yeah, that does not make you a good driver. I saw a study one time that said that having kids, you can't outlaw people from driving with kids, unfortunately, because you should be able to, because sometimes it's just as dangerous as texting and driving or drinking and driving.
Yeah, no, it probably is. I mean, I saw a woman hit a runner when I was a kid.
Yeah.
He was running right towards her. She was driving down the road. She turned to swat at one of her two kids in the back seat. And when she did that, her hand on the steering wheel pulled to the right, hit this poor guy.
Terrible.
So there's a heads up to you parents. Pay attention. 805-543-3693. That opens up a line. Didn't mean to get dark. Brandon.
Yes, sir.
63% of people say this is why they are a good driver.
Because they don't want to have to pay any fines for tickets?
No, I'm sorry. That is not correct.
I'll tell you this. Getting pulled over last year for running through a stop sign, I am the annoying person at the stop sign now. I am the person that, no matter what, I'm coming to a complete stop and looking.
Well, you're supposed to do that.
I know. Well, I know you're supposed to do that.
It's not annoying.
How many people do that?
You know what's annoying is when it's a green light and the person that is in front of you hits their brakes going through an intersection with a green light that's been green
they're probably
for 30 seconds.
They're probably a cautious driver because they're looking to see what's going to happen with the crosswalk signals.
Well, hopefully nothing because it's a green light. Gosh, it drives me nuts.
But you gotta be cautious of your surroundings. It could turn yellow on you in a second, and then you gotta be able to react.
805-543-3693. I'm guessing you're one of these people that I get annoyed with.
If I will, when I'm coming to an intersection and the light's been green and nobody's gone through it for a long period of time, I will glance over at the pedestrian sign to see what it's doing. And if it looks like it's getting ready to stop the pedestrians, I will ease off in anticipation of a yellow light coming my way.
That's fine.
I don't just gun it and go, oh my God, I'm so surprised by the yellow light.
But if it's a green light, you shouldn't be hitting your brakes.
I'm not hitting my brakes. I'm
talking about the people that hit their brakes.
Riding the brakes.
Happens all the time. I'd be nuts.
I'm getting prepared for that yellow light.
Good morning. 63% of people say this is why they're a good driver.
They don't speed.
No, that's not it. Thanks for the guess. Michael.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Is it they don't use their cell phones? They put their cell phones away?
No, that is not it either. 805-543-3693. 63% of people, so that's a majority, right? Say that this is why they are a good driver. 805-543-3693 are the numbers to get through. Hi, good morning. What do you think?
I think it's because they had a better teacher.
They had a better teacher.
Yeah, Mario Andretti taught him how to drive.
No, I'm sorry, that's not it. Hi, good morning. What do you think?
How about they have GPS so they know exactly where they're going?
No GPS.
Let me ask you a question. You recently got a ticket.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You got it driving through the desert.
It was over a year. It was like 2 years ago.
That's recently. From insurance?
2 years ago. There is no insurance. I took the driving.
It was last year.
I took driving school.
I know, but
it wasn't last year.
If you wouldn't have taken driving school,
it'll be 2 years coming up this fall.
Okay, so a year and a half. If you wouldn't have taken driving school, and you would have had to pay the bill, insurance would still see it as a recent ticket. You understand that, right?
Yeah, it takes 3 years for it to drop off.
Okay. But are you, when you drive that stretch, because it's where you go visit your parents, are you a little bit more cautious like I am at the stop signs now?
Yeah, I keep it under 90.
Okay.
Hey, keep it under 90.
That's real smart. It looks like you've learned your lesson.
That's being cautious. Because if you're under 90, you're not going to get pulled over.
Good to see you've learned your lesson.
63% of people say this is why they are a good driver.
I got it because people aren't insured and they got no license, so they're driving real good.
Because they don't have insurance or a license, they drive good. No, that's not it.
Remember there was that town that we used to have to drive through to go to college? What was it called? Royal City or Othello or both of them? Where there was a huge migrant population because of all the ag work around there. Now, the theory was a lot of them were undocumented. So whenever you go, there was a 2-lane highway. One in one direction and the one in the other direction, and you would come raging through the 75 miles an hour. It's in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden you get behind like a
beat up Honda Accord.
Yeah, and the Honda Accord would be going 55 miles an hour, which was the speed limit right there.
Come on,
and I know the Accord is capable of going faster.
Everybody has seen this happen up in the Salinas area. Before you get to Salinas, that stretch.
It's the same thing.
It's 2 lanes in each direction, but you'll come right up, and you look over, and they're just sitting there, and they get their head down, and they're driving.
King City to Gonzales. It's the same thing, but at least you have a release valve with another lane.
I laugh every time.
Oh, gosh.
I know what you're about, buddy.
It was literally it was a 4.5 to 5 hour trip to drive from Seattle to where we went to college, and it didn't need to be. It could have been like a 3.5 hour trip.
805-543-3693 are the numbers to get through right now. This is Ben. Ben, 63% of people say this is why they are a good driver.
Because they don't tailgate.
No, that's not it. No tailgate. Sorry. Hi, go ahead. What do you think?
They have 2 hands on the wheel.
No, it's not the 2 hands, the 10 and 2. Hi, what do you think?
Is it to keep the insurance rates down?
Because I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is it to keep the insurance rates down, insurance premiums down?
Oh, no, that's not it either. No, sorry. Thank you. 805-543-3693. 63% of people say this is why they are a good driver.
Why do you think you're a good driver?
My parents taught me.
Oh. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That is the closest we've gotten to the correct answer, but it's wrong.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Thanks,
bummer
guys.
for you, dude. 805-543-3693.
You know why I think I'm a good driver? I'm a cheapskate.
I'm a defensive driver. That's why I'm a good driver. I'm looking 3 cars ahead and 3 cars behind me.
I never go more than
all time
5 miles an hour over the speed limit.
No, I don't think that's necessarily makes you a good driver.
It makes you a great driver. You know why? Because you save money in the miles per gallon department, and you're cautious. You got to be cautious when people are riding you are riding up on my ass.
If you're a defensive driver, then you are a good driver. And if you're always looking out for what other people may do, then there's a reason why I've never been in an accident. Never.
Oh, jinxed it right now.
Hold on. I'm knocking on wood. Actually, that's not true. When I was 16, I drove my dad's Nissan Maxima through a barbed wire fence trying to do a corner at 55.
Did you learn your lesson then?
And I learned my lesson.
Yeah, you learned your lesson that, okay, I can't be goofing around when I'm driving.
What do you think it is?
Because they've been in a prior accident?
No, that's not it. Hi, good morning. What do you think it is?
They don't want to damage their car.
No. Hi, good morning. What do you think it is?
Yes.
They drive a new car.
No, that's not it either. The guesses are getting better.
Well, they're not getting closer, but they're good guesses. Don't discount the guesses.
I don't think they're good guesses at all. I'm a good driver because I don't want to damage my car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody wants to damage their car.
I know, but
nobody wants to get in an accident.
Have you ever
Terrible
seen
guess.
have you ever seen the Corvette that is driving in the slow lane and they're taking it easy and they've got a lot of following distance between the car in front of them and them, and you look at it and you're thinking, man, what a waste. I'd be driving that thing wide open if I were that guy. But that's a $90,000 car, and you understand. You're like, okay, doesn't want to, it's like parking far away at a grocery store or something, you know? Target.
No, that makes sense. You don't want somebody to scratch your car.
Yeah, well, same thing. Listen, the road could scratch your car a lot worse than a shopping cart.
805-543-3693. Hi, 63% of people say this is why they are a good driver.
Because they're scared of their significant other getting mad.
Oh,
she just killed you.
She just cut you off, bro.
Hi, good morning. What do you think it is?
They've had driver's education classes.
Yes, that's it. Congratulations. You're a winner. Yeah! They've taken driver's training, driver's education, defensive driving, sort of driving courses.
Let me ask you this question then, okay? Because I kind of was trying to tease the audience into the right question earlier when I was asking if you think you're a better driver after you got popped for speeding going through the desert and had to take the online course. Didn't some things when you took the online course come up that you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, or oh, I didn't even know that was a law? Did anything like that happen over that 6-hour period that you were forced to taking answering questions?
I took it. I just took the test. I didn't take 6 hours. I took it in 35 minutes. I just opened the test and took it. So I was lucky because I know there's hundreds of different websites you can go to to do it.
Like post the link that you went to.
And I went to one that said you can take this test in 30 minutes.
Oh, my God.
And I clicked and I answered all the questions. And the ones that I didn't know the answer to, I Googled and I got the answer.
Wow.
Because
that's cheating.
No, it's not.
You can't do that.
No, that's totally not cheating.
It didn't say that I couldn't Google something.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you why it's not cheating. Because you're learning the information.
Right.
And that's the most important part.
Yeah, and I'm sure there was like something stupid that I thought, oh, that's dumb. But I don't remember
I
off
had
the top
no
of my
idea.
head because it was so long ago.
Going back to the last time that I had to take online driving course for an infraction, it was 5 or 6 years ago. And I didn't know that those dash marks before you came to a turn, where a bicycle lane is, meant that you had to like look and see if there was a bicycle coming and give them the right of way. I did not know that prior to taking that test.
There's one thing I got marked off on when I was 16 and I took my driving test, and it was in Washington, but it's the same law in every state. And that is if you were driving on a 2-lane road and that road makes a turn either left or right, and there is a driveway straight ahead, even if you're staying on the road that is continuing on to the left, you have to turn your left turning signal on. You would think if you're going to go straight, you would turn your right turning signal on and let people know you're exiting the highway. No, even if you're staying on the same road and you're going with the road to the left, you have to turn your left turning signal on or you'll get docked. So
I really thought that's
was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's stupid, but
because you're not turning left, you're just staying with the road.
Isn't it nice that you know the law now?
Yeah, I guess. So
I did that when the one exit, what is it, past Oso Street, where you can turn right, where most people turn right, and if you're going straight, if you don't put your signal on, telling them you're going to go straight, they'll pull out in front of you every time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, what's your name?
David.
David, you're a winner.
Arvalo.
Yeah, nice job, David. Cool. Hey, good job, David.
All right.
You're going to the Blues Fest. You're going to go see Little Feats and the whole crew up there Memorial Day weekend. Hold on the line. We'll get you dialed in on those tickets. You want to go still? Well, we still have an opportunity. You can get your tickets before it sells out right now. KZOZ.com. Click on the Blues Festival, or you can win them again tomorrow starting at 8:20.
93.3 KZOZ FM San Luis Obispo. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Classic rock all day.
It rocks.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube, and Podbean by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOZ.com.